Waka, those alien, those lizard people, that they claim they created fucking us, right? Because the fucking workers fucking quit working. Big giants wouldn't work anymore, so they need some workers. So they took the DNA of fucking the highest form human on the planet, and they took some of their DNA, mixed them together, and then fucking created humans, right?
Well, I think what they did is
Put it to work, right?
they put blockers on our ability to reach their elevation in intelligence. But what they've learned is after generations and generations is that giving something that's unequal to you a deficit, they hold it down. What happens is after so many years of adversity, unless you destroy it, it will get as good as you are, only on so much less, that if it ever achieved your level of intelligence, it would far exceed you, right?
That's what the one guy was fucking, the lizard guy that created, was the biologist kind of dude that put it all together. Then they had his fucking half brother and the fucking dad saying, no, we got what, the humans, we're finished with the gold now, we're leaving, we're just gonna flood the earth, right? And fucking get rid of them all, right? He's like, no, they're learning, they're getting smarter.
He says you got to respect them because they're a part of you.
Yeah, they're part of us, right? And they're no, so they're going to do the flood anyways, eh? So he went and told Noah to build the ark, right? But the ark wasn't a boat; it was like a ship, right? A spaceship.
Yeah, I believe the right thing would have been to do if they wanted to make sure that we didn't exceed them, would have been to wipe us out, but they didn't. And now they're dealing with the fact that we're going to get the same attributes as them someday, and it'll be that much more potent because we did it on 5%. Because the adversity makes you stronger. Anything you don't kill through adversity will only exceed you. That's why, like in America, they had the slaves. Well, they oppressed them for so long. So any businesses that they had that did achieve, a float, that business is more efficient than any of their businesses made in comfort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when times are
They were
become
actually
equal,
doing the work. These people were just fucking.
yeah, and they're getting oppressed and getting sanctions and all sorts of shit going on. So then the ones that are living in comfort, they don't realize that they're learning to survive with less. And when they do have what you have, you're not going to be able to contend with them.
You're not going to be able to compete at all.
But in my opinion, with the Jesus thing, I think Jesus was a concept that came from some of the first people on how to live properly. And it wasn't like a man or a story like they have it. But the people that are oppressing us, they needed to take it and then make it something that they can tangibly hang up and execute, and then tell him that's what it is, and he's wrong.
That was the Romans, right?
They
used it for fucking.
To use it as a martyr, right? But if he didn't have an attainable something tangible to execute and blame and make people controlled by, then it was just, all it was influence. And influence can't be destroyed, right? It's just, this is the way to live. This is a way of life that is
the way to treat people.
Subjective to like a well-rounded life, right?
Yeah, that show on YouTube there about Jesus. I don't know if you watched it or.
You can't target it. You can't target it.
Saying, I don't judge you. It's up to me to judge anybody. When that one hooker or fucking prostitute did something, stole something, so they were gonna fucking
stoner.
She had fucking adultery, right?
Yeah, Magdalene.
And they said, well, we're gonna stone her. So they're getting all the fucking, had a big pile of stones there, people picking them up and all that. And Jesus says, well, whoever has not sinned should throw the first stone. And all the elders fucking walked away, right? And the fucking rest of them all followed, eh?
But there's a problem with that story too, is they're using Jesus like he did something, a favor for her, right? But really what he's caused her is now she's a social outcast and nobody around her will cast that first stone. You know what that's like, Dad? Living in a world like that? That means everybody around you hates you and nobody's going to touch you. So that's the worst death you can give somebody, because now they're all alone and they have nothing. And nobody will help them, give them nothing, and they'll all just... That's how I live now, right? Everybody around me sells me out. Everybody. And nobody will touch me. They'll keep their distance, and that's all I get. Right?
That's like fucking Ron says one day to me. He says, well, fucking, maybe Caleb should fucking be on that medication, you know?
Yeah, they want me back on it for sure.
What? Like, what kind of fucking ally or fucking friend are you, man?
Yeah, he's already went and told the cops my
well, I'm sure he
information, because he said when he got into a fight with me, he like attacked me for some reason. So we get into a fight on his lawn. Next time I see him, he's like, well, I didn't know you had such a bad temper. You're gonna get it. I'm like, you attacked me 3 fucking times before I finally realized you weren't gonna quit, and then I fought back.
Yeah.
What do you mean my temper?
But he makes it look, he's like a cop almost, right?
And then the cops show up, but they went to the wrong side of the building. And then they asked the people if the people were fighting, and they left. Next time I see Ron, he's like, yeah, so the cops were up in the suite, and they knew about you and the injection and stuff like that. Like, how would they know about me? They don't know who was fighting. How would they know my name? How would they know any of that?
Yeah,
How would they know to even come to your suite?
yeah.
Well, I don't know. You don't know. It doesn't add up, man. None of what you're saying makes sense. So either you told them, right?
That's what he told me.
Yeah.
It's just like Lord was trying to tell me that, Ron didn't really rat you out to that guy about the bike, you stole.
I know
I
he
said,
did.
yeah, he did.
I told her that's why my dad don't trust him. It's because like when you start ratting people out, like just for fun, it's not good. Like where's your ethics?
There's no way that guy had all that information. Could have that much information that he had.
And why would he even do that to you? Just to sell you out?
Yeah.
So guaranteed he's doing it more. He doesn't have any remorse about
And
that.
I'm wondering when Pat got busted there, if he had something to do with that.
Yeah, well, he was the one who told Pat who ratted. End of story. Blamed one of Pat's friends. Says, yeah, well, he was heard talking to the cops.
Yeah, well, usually the one that sits there and points the finger at someone is the fucking one that's fucking guilty one, right?
Yeah, same in the other places he worked at. He says that everybody always went to jail. He never did. Cops beat him up though. Apparently, at a post in the back alley. But I mean, I don't believe that. That's not what happened. I don't think, right? So,
Beat up.
so my concern is now is like Laura switching the way she is. I know they're gonna line me up. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm thinking they're gonna stab me up because she stashed a bunch of knives here when she came to bed. And I was like, why would you take these steak knives and hide them in the closet? Something's up. Plus, people have been staying in these fucking suites and like breaking into the suite constantly. I got housing workers doing it. I got their fucking workers doing it. I got people breaking in from the streets doing it. So that's why I'm making these videos, right? Is because like I don't need to retain my fucking truth any longer to save anybody's anonymity because they have no care in the world for me. They're just trying to do me harm at the fucking any chance they get, right? My girlfriends, my fucking other friends.
Dave when he comes around, right? I'll fucking listen to him, but I'm not fucking too enthusiastic.